Yesterday we were editing the entire script which sir had given to us as an assignment, and we were constantly working on it. And once it was there and once we were reading those lines, it was an awful experience. I mean, to get this kind of a thing converted into a script was an, a Mount Everest task, but you made it very easy. So this inspired me to make into an, now this is something altogether a different kind of an thing that I got stuck into. We have everything to do with IT. We make our children, perhaps in every family, we tend to pressurize them to go into management and to IT and land in America and do this job, blah blah blah, what. So I just came up with this. Since India being an agricultural nation, we haven't, as of today, none of the universities or none of the government agencies has propagated the idea as agricultural as a career, natural resources as a career. We have agricultural universities, but they again turn theorists into more geeks working into labs, and then we don't know. But of lately, this has become a lucrative career, and I suspect this coming days, these agro-based industries, these natural resources would get under one platform. So days are not far away when we constantly try to compare ourselves with Israel being a very small nation, and then we being a nation at least five times bigger than Israel. So what we are trying to do out over here. So there is this message going to the youth, perhaps the present times, where one can look this as a career option. So got fascinated by yesterday's entire assignment, and then I was just going through one of my books at the universities, and I came across this. So I thought this could be made not exactly as a presentation, but more can be added. But this could be used as a clip. We can make a small 1 minute. Already we are working on a police image film which is already there. Perhaps most of you who are there in Pune, very shortly you may be able to view this film in multiplexes. So do watch this. This is a joint effort from Pune Police and FTII. But nevertheless, this again was the source of inspiration came from that. But nevertheless, I leave it up to you to correct it. But this is between two friends, the dialogue that happens more so ever between friends. That okay, fine. What goes into it? So there are two friends, Ramesh and Suresh, and they are very good friends. And they interact, and then they see okay, fine. So Ramesh is very career conscious. Suresh is like a flamboyant kind of a person who says, okay, fine, let's no big deal of career. Let's go about it. So one day Ramesh meets Suresh, and we start this conversation with Ramesh. So it's more of a public service message sort of a thing, or it could be taken this as a I won't call it as an advertisement, but as a publicity kind of a thing, that how agricultural, food and natural resources can club together as a career and can be taken off. Many of them are not aware. Even agricultural universities, they just simply tend to sit for these exams, and they pass out the MPSC exam, which normally happens, and they are either a collector or something of that sort, and they go into this. But nevertheless, this has to do with that kind of an mindset to break into it. So Ramesh says, interesting thought.
Can we have two people talking in the talk so that you don't
Yeah, I mean we can enact this. Yeah. So who is Ramesh? Who is Suresh? Please come.
I can be Ramesh, or I can be Suresh.
Yeah, anyone can
One
be.
More person.
So I'll be then you be Ramesh, and then I'll be Suresh. Okay. So you are. Interesting shirt. Suresh. I'm Suresh, eh? Yeah. Thanks. It's made of 100% recycled trash fibers.
Oh, that explains it.
And my shoes, they are used to be made out of cloth.
Is this a new theme for you? Conservation?
Nah, I've always been environmentally friendly.
Uh-huh. Well, have you considered a career in agriculture, food and natural resources?
Yeah, that way, but I'm a bit allergic to it.
It's not farming. You could help find better ways to grow and market food, fiber, wooden plants, develop new biofriendly energy sources, help control pollution, or care for animals.
Wow, those are all important jobs.
Well, let's talk to someone who has one of those important jobs.
Yeah. Now, these are
It's an audio. I mean, take
this conversation between Suresh and Ramesh, as I said to you, perhaps one is more career concentrated, one is flamboyant. Let's see. So once he sees Ramesh wearing this kind of stuff, so the inspiration starts. He becomes more eco-friendly, environmental friendly. So the idea is to strike to the youth. I mean, gone are the days when everybody used to catch a plane and land in America and then to start studying their masters and all. So you have a career in India, and India being an agricultural country, perhaps this could be one of the strongly heard messages. So when Ramesh says, well, let's talk to someone who has all of these important jobs. Now there is this character, Dr. Venkat Swami, who's like a geek sitting around over there. So anybody can be Dr. Venkat Swami. So all of a sudden the camera goes to, the frame cuts to Dr. Venkat Swami. So this is more into audio-visual format. That's what I try to present it in this manner. So Dr. Venkat Swami. So,
hello, my name is Dr. Venkat Swami, and I want to introduce you to agriculture, food and natural resources career cluster. It prepares students for careers in agriculture products and services. If you think about it, agriculture and natural resources touch nearly every part of our lives. The clothes you wear, the food you eat, the water you drink. Employment opportunities will continue to expand in order to provide these important goods and services for a growing world population. My interest in farming began when I was very young. So I decided to focus my education in agriculture. I now own a small cattle farming operation, and I work as a sales manager for a company that produces and sells ice cream and other dairy products. Many high schools, career centers and communities have programs available to help you gain educational experience in agriculture. Also, be sure to check out colleges, technical schools and universities across the state that offer degree programs that can help you to achieve your goals. I hope your plan includes a future in this.
So this, when after hearing Suresh and Ramesh interacts, then Dr. Venkat Swami helps the audience or the target audience, to the youth who are more carried away by this kind of a notion that career is not beyond IT and management. It is. So I thought this could be, the inspiration. Science could be inspired within the youth also. Children who are in +2s and graduation. What are they going to do after graduation? The BAs and BScs and BComs that we have pumped in, and they are all creating, and they are at it. Actually, the fuel is started growing. I mean, Pune University pumps out at least thousands of graduates who doesn't have employment. So my focus, when I was just thinking this, why not cluster it? Why not agricultural, natural resources, food, come into one way? So this is sort of an attempt to make things more clearer. So I got inspired. I mean, thanks to sir. Yesterday when we were just editing that paper, and it eventually struck me, why not make it into an audio-visual format? So again, Suresh says, to have a career in agriculture, food and natural resources, you need a solid background in math, science, communication and technical skills. Now, my focus was that someone might get a bit, bit skeptical. Okay, to make a career in this kind of sciences, you need a very strong foundation in maths and science and this kind of, there's nothing. It's not rocket science. You could be average, you could be above average, and you can lead a very good career after getting into these universities which offer this kind of an education. So my entire focus was to make science, particularly agricultural sciences, natural sciences, resources sciences, to come under one platform. And why not think this is an alternative career?